Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Faith and I'm a full-time reseller creating reseller content to help you grow your reselling business. Today I am doing a what's sold video, definitely your favorite video and my favorite as well. Today I'm going to go over my highest profit sales, the sales that flipped the quickest, and also my worst sales. Of course, I have to share it all. So if you guys find this content valuable, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe so you don't miss any more content with me. It really helps my channel grow and you guys have no idea how much it means to me. All right, let's move into my highest profit sales for the month. Coming in at number 1 is this Alexis maxi gown dress. I've really been trying to source more formal dresses or formal attire because we all already know it. Everyone's chomping at the bit to pick up their parties, their social events, the weddings. It's all starting to happen now, so it's a really great opportunity to capitalize on. So I've really been trying to source more of that kind of stuff, which is great because formal wear and more fancy attire sells for very high prices. So this dress sold for $200 on Poshmark. It took 26 days to sell. I sourced this from The RealReal and I paid $32 for it and I made a profit of $128. Coming in at number 2 is this Sink a Set floral midi dress. I sold this on Poshmark for $160. It did take 161 days to sell, which is a lot. I've actually found Sink a Set and L'Agence, they're both BOLO brands and they both retail for a ton of money. They do retain their resale value differently, but they definitely are not quick flips in my opinion. Maybe it's just the stuff that I've sourced, but I've kind of taken a chill pill on picking those two brands up because I haven't had amazing luck with it. But all that to say, this did end up selling eventually. It just took 161 days to sell. But I sourced this from Crossroads. I think it was originally priced at $24, but I had a bunch of store credit, so I ended up only paying $11.50 for this dress. So I made a profit of $116.50. Coming in at number 3 is this Suzanne sweater. If you watched my Ship With Me video, you would have heard the whole saga of that story with this sweater. But I sold this on Poshmark for 121 days. It sold one day after listing. I do slightly regret not pricing it higher. I priced it at $135. I really wish I would have priced it at like $175 and had it sell for maybe $150, but you know, I can't really complain because I got this at the Goodwill bins. Okay, I paid $1.92 for the sweater, so I made a profit of $87.43. Coming in at number 4 is this Retrofit Carly mini dress. I sold this on Poshmark for $130 and it only took 5 days to sell. I sourced this online arbitrage and I paid $130 for it, okay? I went all in. Honestly, the reason why I did this is because I had Retrofit. I think it's Retrofit. I think that's how you say it, but I had it on my BOLO list and I was getting like FOMO seeing other resellers sell it, so I literally went out of my way trying to find this dress and I finally, or not this dress, just like a dress. I really wanted a dress. And I was okay going all in at $130 because I was very confident with this purchase. I made a profit of $82.55. Now, I did not have crazy high margins on this dress. As you can see, I didn't even match the amount of money that I paid for it. But all that to say, I made $82.55 in profit in 5 days after listing. Can't really be mad about that. That is an incredibly high profit for one item that I had to list and ship and sell essentially. So there's very minimal work that went into this to make $82.55. I didn't have to leave my house. I bought this online. So very, very happy about that one. Coming in at number 5 is this Tory Burch bandana printed caftan cover-up dress. This sold on Poshmark for $190. It took 12 days to sell. I got this during the Nordstrom Rack Clear the Rack sale that happened a little bit ago. It was in my Nordstrom Rack haul video. I ended up paying $81 for this and I made a profit of $71. When I received an offer for this, I actually had this listed for, I don't remember exactly, I want to say like around like $250. Like I went super high in this because it was new with tags. It was super rare. There was no other cover-ups like this, and it just looked, I think I remember like gushing over this in the video. Like it just looked so bougie and pretty, and I loved it. So I was a little bit emotionally attached to it. So I actually did run this offer of $190 by my friends, and they were like, girl, you were crazy. You need to take that offer and run, because I made a solid profit of $71. So I think that was a great reminder for me, and kind of like a learning lesson of when you get an offer and you are making a good chunk of change, don't get stingy, don't get greedy. You don't know when the next offer's coming around. Just accept the offer, get the cash, move on, and keep grinding it out. Up next is this Tory Burch Hobo leather bag. I sold this on Poshmark for $150. It took 65 days to sell. I sourced this from Goodwill. I paid $45 for it, and I made a profit of $67.55. Next up is this Vince cardigan. I sold this on Poshmark for $125. It did take 159 days to sell. This one was sitting in my closet. I think it's very ironic that it ended up selling in the dead of summer. So definitely get your sweaters listed, because this is definitely not the first sweater that I've sold this month. I sold a astonishing amount of sweaters and out like kind of winter wear. So definitely list anything all year round. Don't let seasonality really dictate your sourcing choices too much. If it's a good buy, then don't hesitate to buy it, even if it's summer. I ended up sourcing this. I think I've shared this in like previous videos, but Shop Kristen. Actually, I think it's Kirsten. I think I've been saying it wrong. Shop Kirsten. She's just like on Instagram. She doesn't have a YouTube channel or anything, but I follow her on Instagram, and she was doing like a huge blowout sale because she was trying to buy her first house. So I did participate in her sale, and I sourced this from her closet. I paid $36.50 for it. So I made a profit of $63.50. Next up are these redone jeans. All of these really are from past videos that I have done. I just haven't mentioned it because I don't want to like sound like a broken record, but these jeans were from the Thrift With Me trip when I went to all those buy sell trade stores. I sold this on Poshmark for $135. They only took 6 days to sell. I got these from a Buffalo exchange. I paid $37.50 for them, so I made a profit of $63.05. Another thing I want to know is every single sale, the best sale, the quickest sale, and the worst sale, every single one was made on Poshmark. Poshmark killed it for me last month, and eBay and Mercari absolutely tanked. I made one sale on Mercari last month, so I'm not going to completely quit on Mercari because she has pulled through for me in the past, but she is on my naughty list, that's for sure. All right, this next sale is a Young Fabulous and Broke Eyelet cover-up kind of dress piece. I actually sold 2 of these, same size, same price, same profit, same everything on Poshmark. It sold for $135. The first one took 6 days to sell, and the second one took 20 days to sell. I sourced them from TJ Maxx. I paid $40 for them, and I made a profit of $60.55. Lastly in this category is this Reformation button front linen dress. I sold this on Poshmark for $100. It took 7 days to sell. I sourced this at the Nordstrom Rack Clear the Rack sale, and I paid $27 for it, so I made a profit of $53. All right, next category, the quickest flippin' items. So number 1 is this new with tags, likely floral tiered dress. I sold this on Poshmark for $55, and it only took 1 day to sell. I actually had this listed for, I want to say, like $85. I did take a pretty low offer, but I sourced this from the bins, so I only paid $1.92 for it. And going back to what I said before about when you get a decent offer and you're making a decent profit, just accept it and move on. So I made a profit of $42, So that's like a 70% profit margin on that. Definitely cannot complain. So yeah, that flipped in 24 hours. My next quickest flipper is this new Tags Young Fabulous and Broke tie-dye slip dress. I sold this on Poshmark for $80. It took 1 day to sell. I sourced this from TJ Maxx. This is pretty much the same exact story as the eyelet cover-up that I talked about a little bit ago. I sold this one after 1 day, so I went straight back to TJ Maxx and I grabbed a couple more because I saw that that was a really good buy and I didn't have to create a brand new listing for it. All I had to do was relist it with the new inventory that I just purchased. So I did go back and buy a couple more of this dress. I paid $30 for it and I made a profit of $34. And number 3 is this Reformation black silk jumpsuit. This was also in my Ship With Me video. I sold this on Poshmark for $100. It only took like a few hours to sell. I slightly wish I would have held out for a higher offer. However, my sales were looking pretty weak and I really wanted to reach my sales goal. So again, can't complain. $100 really was a reasonable offer for this jumpsuit as much as I do get attached Reformation. This offer was actually pretty realistic. So yeah, maybe I could have gotten a little bit more, but at the end of the day, I'm glad I just flipped the item and made a really quick profit. I purchased this from The RealReal. I paid $45 for it, so I made a profit of $27.55. If you guys are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Had to, give myself a little shameless plug there, but okay, let's get back into it. All right, here we are. Worst sales of the month. Number 1 is this Gibson off the shoulder top. This was on Poshmark for $12. When I got an offer, this is the first offer I've gotten on it. This sat at ThredUp. I think like 2 separate times I sent it to ThredUp. It didn't sell. So when I even just got an offer, I was happy with it. So I sold it for $12. It took 144 days to sell. Being listed on Poshmark, like I said, it was at ThredUp a couple times. I got this in my very, very first liquidation box. This was actually the first video that I did on YouTube, I think, was a liquidation unboxing, and this was in that box. So that was like November of last year. I paid $8.75 for it, and I made a whopping profit of 30 cents. Number 2 are these Mother snakeskin high waist skinny pants. I don't know why did I buy these? I don't really know. I think because they were Mother. I sold these on Poshmark for $35. I could have gotten more. I don't even want to say that. I don't really know because these were sold for $161. This is the first offer that I got on them, and I was like, you know what? I'm willing to accept that this was a bad buy. I'm ready to move on. I sourced these from Nordstrom Rack online. I did a lot of sourcing from the Nordstrom Rack app when I first started retail arbitrage. I have since kind of pulled the brakes on that a little bit because I have found that sourcing from there, I haven't really picked up items that make good profits or that sell quickly. So I've kind of not done the Nordstrom Rack app anymore. It's a lot different than sourcing at the Nordstrom Rack store. Anyways, I paid $27 for these and I made a profit of $1, but I'm just happy that I got my money back from them and I get to reinvest it in something else. Number 3 is this new Frankie's bikini one-piece swimsuit. I kind of went on my way to source this from ThredUp. I got it from ThredUp. I really wanted to try my hand at selling Frankie's because I knew it was like a BOLO swim brand. It was the springtime. I knew summer was coming up and I was like, I need to stock up on some swimsuits. So I purchased this for $35. However, I got a little gung-ho about it because I think I just had my sights set too high on the Frankie's swimsuit. So it's sold on Poshmark for $50, which is actually a very reasonable offer. I just kind of didn't do my due diligence checking comps well enough when I purchased it. It took 105 days to sell, so I ended up leaving with $5 profit, but oh well, lesson learned, I still made $5. Number 4 are these We The Free high-rise skinny jeans. These sold on Poshmark for $21 after being listed for 139 days. I sourced these from the Goodwill by my house, which I know it's the sad, sad saga of my life that I hate the Goodwills in my area. I paid $11.50 for these, oh my gosh, because that's how much they price all their jeans at. So I made a profit of $5.30. Honestly, I just regretted buying these and I wanted these gone, so I'm done with them. And lastly are these new tags, Free People pleated pants. I sold these on Poshmark for $35. They were listed for 206 days. Holy cow. I sourced these from a TJ Maxx yellow tag sale, my very first yellow tag sale ever. Again, this was like back in the fall. I paid $20 for them and I made a profit of $8. They sold in a bundle and I was just happy to see them go. All right, takeaways for this month. I'm kind of chilling out on the sourcing this month because I have a really exciting sourcing opportunity coming up here really soon. So I want to make sure that I have enough cash in the bank so I can go super hard at this opportunity that I'm talking about. There will be a YouTube video, don't you worry. I'm like so excited for all of it and I definitely will be documenting it. So what I'm doing to maintain my sales this month without sourcing new inventory is I'm going back to a lot of kind of my stale inventory. I have a lot of things that need to be relisted and a lot of things just have really crappy pictures kind of from when I was starting out, or like maybe I was just kind of didn't do a listing justice when I should have. So I'm kind of going back to my old sales, figuring out what needs to be listed, what's super stale, and what could be kind of rebirthed with a new cover photo. So I am going through pulling old inventory and redoing the cover photo with modeling shots. I've shared my experience with that. It definitely has been paying off. I highly recommend modeling if that's something that you are interested in. I have seen great success with it so far. So I'm kind of redoing all those pictures and relisting inventory to kind of to keep my closet alive while I'm not adding new items to my closet. Lastly, I want to share with you guys that the Nordstrom Rack Clear the Rack sale is happening the last week of July. I don't know the exact day, but mark your calendars if you are looking to do some retail arbitrage sourcing this month. Also, another thing to mark your calendars for is the TJ Maxx yellow tag sale is going to be happening sometime around the end of August. So those are two great sourcing opportunities for you guys to kind of be on the lookout for, because they're kind of my two favorite sales that happen throughout the year. They actually happen multiple times throughout the year, but I've really tried to kind of nail down and pinpoint when they're happening so I don't miss out on them and I can kind of plan my monthly sourcing around those events. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this shirt. It's Veronica Beard. I got it from The Real. So we'll see if hopefully in next month's What Sold video, this will be on the list. But anyways, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment any questions down below. I answer every single one of your comments and questions. And also introduce yourself. I'd really love to get to know you guys who's watching my videos, because honestly, every single person who watches my video just means so much to me. So thank you guys so much again, and I will see you guys in the next one.